Hey, Scruffy. I think you saw me behind the curtain because you were sitting there when I looked through the window, and then when I opened the blinds, you're at the mat. So I have your super supper and kibble. This time it's fresh, so it won't be soggy. Okay, I'll come out. Okay, good. You're not hissing. Put food on the table. So, sun is setting a little bit later. There is a tiny bit of light still coming from behind the horizon, so the sky isn't completely dark yet. It's pretty dark, but you can see the last tiny bits of sunlight from below the horizon reflected in the sky. So there's like a light blue still on the horizon. So pretty soon I might actually be able to see Scruffy out here without turning on the lights. So I didn't see much of Scruffy today. He continued to be out of sight, basically. He appeared when I brought out his water, which I'll show probably when I feed him. But yeah, other than that, he's been staying out of sight. So I'm not sure if that's intentional or just coincidental from disappearing after the gopher meal. Oh wow, got kind of a chirpy purr there. So we got some firecrackers again last night, and I actually just heard some distant rumblings right now. I think it was last night somebody set off another one of those really loud sonic boom ones, and it was so loud, or the boom was so impactful that it set off a bunch of car alarms. So that was pretty annoying. Oh, Scruffy tripped on the brush. He's getting vigorous with the turns there. It's actually worrying me a little bit because he does that when he scratches. But yeah, he seems to be into the pets tonight so far. Now that I've said that, he's probably going to scratch me. Yeah, he's kind of getting into it. So, yeah, I woke up really early again today. I'm kind of groggy because of it. But yeah, I've been behind on a lot of things. Still didn't really catch up. I actually skipped my walk today, probably because I was thinking maybe I could use the time to catch up. But also my legs are kind of tired because I haven't had a rest day in a while. And oh yeah, the weather, yeah, it's been cooling down quite a bit. Yesterday was very winter-like. Today the sun actually came out, but yeah, it still remained cold, and the wind really picked up today. So I felt, I can stay in today. So yeah, I can feel his dew claw. So so when he looks up and grabs the glove and kind of hugs it, I can feel his dew claw kind of scraping against the glove. So I didn't know what a dew claw was till just the other day. So when he does that, and yeah, I caught a glimpse of the claw on his arm. I didn't realize they had claws above their paws, but they actually have claws, kind of high up on the arm, and I guess it's to help him climb. And so yeah, he's been kind of hugging and climbing the glove, and yeah, he's kind of using his dew claw to grab it. So if I don't have a glove, I don't know how much that hurts. Yeah, he's not trying to hurt me, I think. Yeah, it's just only instinctive. When you climb something, your claw goes out. But yeah, so it's interesting too, because when I searched for dew claw, I think Google kept suggesting declaw, which is very different. So there were some hits for dew claw, but yeah, the search engine kept giving me a lot of hits for declaw, which was not what I was interested in. So Scruffy's starting to calm down. I think I might give him his food a little early. Check the food a little early. We want more pets. Yeah, I need to get back to my stuff to do. So ending early tonight would probably help me. Of course, now that I've said that, he's probably going to stick around after he eats and make me stay here longer. Okay, let's get your food. Ready? And let's get the glove, or the brush. So his hair is kind of a little wild today. It doesn't look bad, but yeah, it's just kind of wildish, just kind of going everywhere, sticking out. But it doesn't look like it's been overgroomed. Okay, I'm done. So, yeah, so the only time I saw Scruffy today was when I came out with the water. I didn't see him, so I just kind of assumed he left again. But I thought I'd just bring out the water just in case he did come by when I wasn't around. And then as I came out, yeah, he popped out his head around the corner. And so yeah, he was just hanging out out of sight, but around the corner. I don't know if he was there the whole day or just happened to be there when I was bringing out the water. So I didn't think he was going to come over until I left, but he actually started walking over as I held my ground. I was kind of curious how long I could stay there. I was actually about to go back in, and then he started moving. So I was actually kind of impressed. He actually came up to the water bowl while I was standing there. And then I stood there for a little bit just so I didn't scare him. Try to get him used to me. But eventually I took a couple steps back towards the door because I also wanted him to be able to get used to me moving around with him and not being scared. And then he took pretty long drinks of water, and I was actually getting kind of bored and I needed to get back to stuff, so I didn't stick around for the whole water drinking ritual. But yeah, I think it probably was filming him for about 3 minutes. He did not meow. And yeah, he didn't really interact with me in any other way. So let's see what else has been going on. I mentioned I made a new batch of vegetable soup a few days ago, and this time I scorched the bottom of the pot pretty badly, so there's a layer of just black residue stuck to the bottom of the pot. That's happened to me, multiple times before. Nothing new, but this was kind of out of the ordinary bad, and I'm a little surprised because I actually, for most of the cooking period, I actually kept the heat lower than I usually do. So I didn't turn it up all the way for most of the period. There was, I think, one period for just a couple minutes, I think towards the, not the end, but kind of the middle end, where I did turn up the heat slightly. I think I added some new ingredients which needed to be brought up to temperature, and it wasn't coming up fast enough with the lower heat. So I'm thinking maybe that was when it happened, but I'm not sure. I'm also thinking I used the larger burner this time. A lot of times I use a smaller one, so maybe the larger burner, even on the low setting, that might be too much. But anyway, I've been trying to get the black residue off the bottom of the pot for the past several days now. It's really bad. So first night I just soaked it, it didn't help. Second night I soaked it in vinegar and baking powder. There was a baking soda. Always getting too mixed up. But it helped a little bit, but it wasn't great. And so the third night I tried, it's like barkeeper's friend or bartender's friend or helper or something like that. So that worked a lot better, but yeah, there's still a bunch still caked in there, so I'm still trying to get it off. And yeah, I've been using a scour pad, I've been using aluminum foil, and yeah, just every now and then when I have a few minutes when I'm in the kitchen, I'll just try to scrub a little more, try to get it off. Not fun at all. Let's see. Oh yeah, so yesterday when I went for my walk, I encountered the friendly cat. But yeah, this time, yeah, the friendly cat wasn't being as friendly. Kind of neutral, I guess. So the so at first I saw the friendly cat in the distance, and I was trying to get the camera out, and it looked like he was coming right towards me. And then by the time I got the camera out, it looked like he shifted his direction, so he was trying to avoid me. And he ran into somebody's driveway, and then seemed to be trying to get away from me. So he first approached me, and then he tried to get away from me. So not quite sure what that was about. And then later, after I think I did a lap in the park, I saw the friendly cat again in the park, and it looked like he was maybe looking at the squirrel holes, looking to get a squirrel or something, looking down at the ground. I couldn't tell if there was actually a hole there. But yeah, it didn't look like he was afraid of me or wanted to get away from me, but it looked like, yeah, he was completely preoccupied, trying to get a squirrel or something. So I hoped if I just stood there, maybe he'd get bored and want to come over for pets or something, because he's done that before. I just stood my ground, and after he was done with whatever he was doing, he'd just walk over and start petting and rubbing his head on my leg or something. But no, he seemed to be very preoccupied with the ground. So I left, did another lap, and he was still there. So I did the same thing. And yeah, the story didn't change. And then I think I did an extra lap that day. And so one more time, I think I encountered him again and tried the same thing. And oh no, I take that back. So the last time I didn't come as close. I took an alternate route. I was a bit further away from him. But he was still there, but he actually did move. And so he was closer to the path, one of the walking paths at this point. And there was somebody else walking close to him near the path, and he ended up ducking into the brush when that person came by. So it looked like he didn't want to interact with anybody today. So I was a little disappointed. I like the friendly cat. It's a nice change of pace from Scruffy here. I kind of expected by now, it's looking like a year and a half or something. I expected by now we'd be somewhere a little closer to what the friendly cat does with me. And the friendly cat I didn't even have to work with. He just came right up to me. But yeah, Scruffy here, made very little progress, I think, a year and a half or whatever it's been. So a little disappointing. So I think I'm going to wrap it up here, folks. So thanks for watching, and I'll see you next time. Bye.